Hi guys, it's Shriya here and welcome back to my channel Beauty and the Code. आज की वीडियो में मैं आपके साथ 3 परफ्यूम्स लेकर आई हूँ from Mama Earth and these are Mama Earth women fragrances. So I have 3 variants that I wanted to review in this video. So let's begin. Before we do so, make sure कि आपने मेरे चैनल पे सब्सक्राइब कर लिया है, you hit the bell notification and you follow me on Instagram. And now let's get started. So let's talk about the packaging and pricing and all the common details that we have here. So all the 3 perfumes come in this kind of like a plain simple white and colored coordinated box. This variant is called as Into the Sunset and this has this like kind of like a sea beach theme going on, and this is how the perfume bottle looks like. Then you have the note structure written right here on the box, which I absolutely adore. Then backside also the same print. Here's some manufacturing and pricing and all of that. This one is priced for 899 rupees, that is the MRP, and you're getting 100 ml of product. And I have not purchased these on MRP. I got these for around, I think around 650 or 700, something on those lines. And similarly, the next box, this is how it looks like. It also has like the bottle made on it, and this is called as Into the Vanilla Bliss. Boy, yeah. So this is how this box looks like. Almost similar to the previous one, just the color combination is different. So yeah, these are the outer packaging. Let's go and see the inner packaging, which I will show you as and when we go through the perfume review, right? So first one, let's talk about Into the Sunset. Now this one is your very kind of like a fruity, heavy, kind of like a tropical fragrance. This is how your box is on the inside, and this is how the bottle looks like. So yeah, this is a very nice kind of like a very simple bottle, glass bottle, thick heavy glass, has a orange sheen to it, similar to what the packaging over here is. And Into the Sunset is written right here. The cap is also nice and heavy, and this is the atomizer, very smooth atomizer. If you see here, very smooth atomizer, and just kind of has a very nice sprayer to it, which spreads the product really well. Now talking about the scent profile on this particular fragrance, this is your very fruity heavy fragrance. This opens up with grapefruit, which is very prominent and kind of like zesty. एक खट्टा मीठा effect जो आता है, that zestiness is coming from the grapefruit here. In the middle note, you have tangerine and passion fruit. Now again, tangerine is a very sharp note in this perfume. It comes out, it's the one that is bringing the most tanginess in this fragrance. Like apart from grapefruit, the tangerine in this is super sour. Like it just comes out straight up sour, mixing up with all of these grapefruit and the passion fruit. I get a peach note also. To my nose, the first impression that I had when I sprayed this one, I was like, okay, this has some peachy accord to it. But to my surprise, in the notes, peach is not mentioned. So I don't know, it's the combination of passion fruit and grapefruit along with tangerine. Then in the base notes, you have iris and you have peony. This is something unique. There is no spiciness here, there is no muskiness here, but I still get a nice powdery effect in the dry down on this fragrance. I think that is primarily because of the iris and the peony, because those are very delicate, powdery floral notes. There is no woodiness, there is no vanilla, there is no kind of like musk, no patchouli. So I was like, okay, how is this fragrance going to perform? Because it's only like fruits and flowers. Usually a perfume would have a fruity top and mid florals, and then you will have all of this vanilla, woody and something to kind of give it a heavy base. This fragrance does not have that heavy base. I think this is very good for people who like fruity floral without that added burden of woodiness or that added heaviness of other fragrance notes. It does not have vanilla to add the sweetness, so the sweetness is coming very much from the fruits that are present in this perfume. A very classic, well-known DNA kind of a fruity floral. Nothing exceptional about this fragrance, but it is a people pleaser. This is a long-lasting fragrance. I get around 5 to 6 hours from this one. So I will say that the longevity is good for the price that you're paying. Also, the projection and sillage is kind of moderate. When I applied around 10 sprays, okay? 10 sprays is what I went with. No 5 sprays, no 6 sprays. I went straight up with 10 sprays. And with 10 sprays, I got a longevity of 6 hours. I got a moderate sillage and a moderate projection. The wisp of this throughout the day is very fresh and clean. It has a clean girl vibe to it. It not in the way of any cleaning products, okay, not that kind of a clean girl vibe. It just has a very nice refreshing clean girl vibe to it, like fresh out of the shower when you were just cleaned your body with a nice fruity body wash. That kind of a feel is what you get from here. It gives a body splash kind of a feel is what I'm trying to say. Not a very perfumey vibe in my opinion. It has a very body splash, body wash kind of a feel, a little soapy, with along with powderiness, a little soapy. So this is a nice everyday occasion kind of a fragrance which you can wear to office or your regular chores, meeting your friends, kind of very casual in the way that you can use this. Perfect for summers. It just screams summer in my opinion. Like the dress that I'm wearing, it is very summer, bright and very light and airy, breezy. That's exactly what this fragrance is going to give you. So this is Into the Sunset. It does kind of remind me of that time where you're standing, like you're feeling the waves, you're standing at the beach and you're watching the sunset. It does have that orangey sunset feel to it. So that way I just find this to be good for a vacation also. It's kind of like a tropical vacation fragrance as well. I think Mama Earth has done well here. I will not say that this is something very unique. It's a very common, a very generic fragrance, but then it makes it very people pleaser also. So overall, I kind of like this scent profile. And also this has a similarity to your amber, black amber from Zara. It also has a very strong tangerine note, which to my nose, like immediately when I sniffed this one, okay, I was like, okay, the Dolce and Gabbana, the one perfume, amber, black amber fragrance from Zara, all those are kind of familiar with this one. I'm not calling dupes of each other, but I will call same DNA because the tangerine is super strong in these. Alright, so let's move on to the next perfume now. I'll talk about Mama Earth Into the Vanilla Bliss. Now, this particular fragrance had me actually ordering these fragrances was this reason. Like I wanted to experience the vanilla fragrance from Mama Earth and I was hearing a lot of good things about it. So this was actually responsible for me to make this order in the first place. So this is how Vanilla Bliss looks like. It has this peachy orangey color to the bottle, and for some reason if I move the perfume in here, it kind of has a lot of particles in the perfume in the first place. I don't know what that dust particles are, but I can see a lot of dust particles accumulated inside this perfume, which I can see moving around, which kind of questions the quality for me. I don't know, in the other two fragrances I did not observe this, but in this particular variant I see it and I can't unsee it for some reason. I'm not putting this perfume on my skin for that reason because I'm not sure. I'm just letting you guys know that, right? Okay, so this perfume had my hopes very high because, you know, vanilla is one of my favorite fragrances to go for. Again, a very gorgeous atomizer. Now, this fragrance in the start just hits my nose exactly in the way that Latafa Eclairs hits. Straight up, it will straight up go to the head and it will just be a very milky, powdery, musky feel. Okay, that was and that is the first impression of this fragrance, that it immediately hits the head. Now I see a lot of similarity of this particular fragrance with Latafa Eclair, but on a budget. Latafa Eclair you can get in the range of 2500 or something. This one you can get it under 1000. That is first thing. Second, the scent profile is very similar to Eclairs, very similar to Giardini di Toscana's Bianco Latte. This one just reminded me of Bianco Latte. And I was like, okay, this is like a very cheap alternative to Bianco Latte. Like Bianco Latte is so expensive. And this is like what, for 900 rupees? That too in discount, you can get it for 750 or so. So that's that. Let's talk about the notes breakdown that I mentioned here. It says in the top notes, it has vanilla orchid. Middle notes, brown sugar and French vanilla. Base notes of tonka bean and amber. I do see all of these notes present in this, but I also see an additional creamy note, a lactonic milky note and a musky note which is not mentioned here. Eclairs, it has an added note of coumarin and honey to it, which is not mentioned here. Instead, there is this brown sugar and French vanilla and tonka bean and amber. For some reason, despite the notes being completely different or somewhat different, the effect of this fragrance is still coming similar to what Eclair smells like. That same powdery, musky, lactonic, vanillic feel. Okay, so I think I've explained that very well, what the scent profile is all about. Let's talk about the performance on this one. This is not a good performer on me. I'm getting, with 10 sprays or even 12 to 15 sprays, I'm getting a longevity of not more than 3 hours. And after 3 hours, it's not a subtle fade, okay? It's like completely woof, it's gone. I had forgotten that I had put this fragrance after 3 hour mark. I had to actually recall what I was wearing today, you know. So this is very fleeting fragrance on me. Whereas if you use Eclairs or even Tuscan Caramel Cascade or Bianco Latte, if you have, those fragrances are sticky fragrances. They are very long lasting, they are beast mode, and you will get the wisp of those fragrances throughout the day. I am not getting that same performance from this particular variant. Had my expectations very high on this one, but somehow the scent profile is there, but it's just not performing for me. Okay, so this is like, I will say that this is good for those who like vanillic fragrances, but they don't want their fragrances to be very loud or projective or very long lasting. If you're okay with a perfume performing like an EDT, you can go for this one. For me, it just lacks the performance factor. That's the only thing that it lacks. So after 3 hour mark, I do have to kind of refresh this fragrance to keep that vanillic bubble, scent bubble going strong for me. So that's the only thing. Performance is the only thing that I did not like. The scent profile is absolutely gorgeous. It could be my body type also. On me, floral fragrances perform better as compared to gourmand fragrances. However, I love gourmand fragrances more. That's a different story. But yeah, it sometimes happens that the gourmand fragrances are not performing very well on me, and this one is kind of falling in that radar. I still don't want to give up on this one because, you know, vanilla and the scent profile is something that I really crave for. So I do want to still use and test and try this and maybe let it macerate even further. So the, you know, I can see some improvisation in the way it is performing. As of now, whatever I have experienced, this is what my thoughts are. Let's move on to the third fragrance. This one is Into the Valley, and this one is your floral fragrance, and this is my favorite from the three that I have shown you. This one opens up with a very strong note of pear. This pear is very similar to two fragrances, or maybe three, of Jean Paul Gaultier's La Belle fragrance. The pear is very similar to that fragrance, and it also reminds me of Zara's Sultry Pear. That is also an inspired version of La Belle, basically. And I think there is one more perfume which has the pear note very prominent, which is from Latafa. And this is kind of a reminder of La Belle from Jean Paul Gaultier to me. Mid notes of jasmine, gardenia, and ylang ylang, and base notes of cocoa and vanilla. This is perfection. This perfume is perfection in a bottle. It has the right amount of fruitiness, right amount of florals, and just the right amount of sweetness. Super balanced, super well rounded, no sharp edges. The pear in this comes out a little caramelized sweet, in my opinion, rather than like a crisp and fresh pear. It's more like a cooked pear, which is like mixed with some vanilla ice cream or something on those lines. So the pear opening is very beautiful in this one, mixes beautifully with the florals in here. This is such a gorgeous fragrance, which is a reminder of a very high-end fragrance. This one is the best out of all the three that I've shown you. This gets a 10 out of 10 for me. Be it the scent profile, be it the performance, this one gives me 10 plus hours. It's a beast mode, in my opinion. For this price point, this is super long lasting on me. This perfume just sticks to my clothes. Like, I wear it in the morning, same amount, around 10 to 11 sprays. I get around 8 to 10 hours of longevity, even at the time when I'm like commuting on a two-wheeler to my office. I'm spending time in my office and I'm coming back home, and I can still get the wisp of this fragrance. It is that strong without any refreshes in between. So really love the performance on this one. Gets you around 8 to 10 hours, projects the whole day in terms of wisp in 1.5 hour gap, and overall it's just such a fantastic fragrance to look up to. This is my favorite perfume. This is something that I recommend heavily. Out of the three, this is my first pick for you, and this gets like a 10 out of 10 for me. The next perfume that I will recommend after this is Into the Sunset. This gets an 8 out of 10 for me. The scent profile is not unique, but the performance is good. The performance is decent for the price and has a nice tropical fruity feel to it. The last one is Vanilla Bliss. This, I don't know, maybe like a rating of 5 will do here, only because of the performance. If you are a gourmand lover, the scent profile, you are going to be so thrilled with what they have done here, because it does have a reminder of Bianco Latte. So I think they have tried their level best but kind of failed with the performance. I will still not bash this one. I will leave it up to you. If you can work around with the performance with some overspraying, then go ahead. But out of the three, this is my topic. That completes the review for Mama Earth Women Fragrances. These were all ETPs, and I think for the price, I am impressed by the quality. I was not expecting them to be this good. So I really like them. I do recommend them, and I do kind of like love what they've done with these fragrances. So overall, it's like a positive review, and I am quite enjoying these fragrances, and I will recommend you to try these. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed watching this review. If you did, hit the like button. Please support my channel, subscribe, hit the bell notification, follow me on Instagram, and I'm gonna see you very, very soon in my next video. Bye.